Hello. Okay. I split right to what has your inner voice been asking of you? Listen and act. This is the time to take action, not to sit back on your heels and play it safe. This is the time to not let your insecurities take hold and keep you from stepping into your greatness. This is the time to really move forward. Man, there was a phrase they were saying in my head right before I said that message, and now it left, and they told me to say it. Darn it. I'm hearing I think it's an old Garth Brooks song. I've got friends in the lowly places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. And I'll be okay. Someone who is recovering from addictions is around way too many people with addictions, and they're saying it's high time that somebody help them get out of that situation and quit dealing with the bull who's about to get the horn. There's a bull that's about to get the horn. So somebody who's been bulldozing you is about to get the horns. It's like somebody who thinks that you've been meek, like this meek, childish sheep who's had nothing going for them, is about to be awakened to the fact that you were a wolf in sheep's clothing. That you learned to make silent moves. That you learned to be stoic and reserved in your respect and love for yourself. You may not think that you love yourself, but you love yourself more than anyone on this planet because you stopped taking the disrespect that was being handed to you. There's someone else, one last thing that's coming your way, where someone's going to disrespect you so greatly that you walk out and realize, where am I going to go? And you're going to have somewhere to go. It's like that type of power where you just, somebody, like you're here and maybe you're in an environment where you're around a bunch of addicts or people with addictions, and here you are trying to break this, and you're triggering the people who are addicts around you, because as you break your cycle and break free, they're thinking you're looking down on them. They're thinking you're looking down on them, so they're about to have an outburst on you if you don't stop talking about how well you're doing. And that's the thing. You should not have to stop talking about how well you're doing or tooting your own horn in your own environment. You should be around people who are cheerleaders, who support you and are proud of you and making that growth and that change, instead of trying to pull you back down, and because they feel like they're judged by you because you're happy that you're doing better. So when you do better, they think that you're better than them, and they're ready to go off on you. And that's not the case at all. You're just actually feeling good for the first time. So whatever the addiction was that you have, there's someone around you that has that addiction. It'll be helpful for you if you stop bringing that up and just let it go, because it's about to get to a point where it's bad. Continue to do what you're doing for this person right now, because it's only going to last a couple weeks, and then some type of shift starts for you in August. They want you to clean your house out as much as possible. They want you to clean your house as much as possible, because you're stepping into a new environment where you are going to be able to speak up and speak out and let your voice be heard loud and clear. All right. I just, look, remember that you can't change anyone but yourself, and that's what's going on. You've outgrown an environment, and someone has watched you outgrow this environment, and they are more than willing to step in and help you if you are willing to commit to some serious changes that they were going to offer to you. And there will be, I'm hearing something about, consistent random drug tests, things like that. You being willing to do that is going to be a part of your contract, and they just want to know that you can handle taking care of things in a good way. And I just had 11, 11, and then I had 28 and 10 here. So yeah, somebody needs, give yourself some credit for doing a good job at this whole living thing. It's like, that's what I'm saying. It's like you're trying to you're trying to toot your own horn and build your confidence and talk about the positive things that are going on and changing in your life, which is exactly what you should do. But you're living in an environment with people who are taking that away from you. They're stealing that thunder. They just want to complain. And when you talk about positive things, we're like, well, of course you can have positive things when you don't do shit. Of course you can be happy when you aren't doing anything. And they're not realizing that what they're doing has been wrong for them all along, and that's why their body's falling apart, their health's falling apart. They have addictions, they complain too much. You don't need to be in that environment. You can't get ahead when you're constantly being pulled back into something like that. And the reason things have been really uncomfortable for you lately is because your vibration is raising. You're breathing your stream of consciousness. They speak through you all the time, and they're doing it more than you realize, helping you navigate situations. There's like a perfect stew is being brewed up to have a kind of blow up happen in order for you to get out of a situation. So the blow up is happening so that you get out of a situation. It doesn't mean it's going to hurt. Somebody is speaking from a place of feeling, it's like they don't like who they've become. They don't like you are in an environment where you're not able to be yourself right now, because being yourself is a danger and a detriment to the other ones living in your house. It's like, so you stepping out of your comfort zone and showing your true colors is causing people in your environment to really be shaken up by your glow up. You overcoming things that other people are not able to overcome, and being proud of yourself for that, is being watered down by people who should be picking you up and celebrating. You're like, man, I want to do that. How did you do it? Instead of asking you how you did it, they judge you for doing it. Remember, you can't change them, but you can change your environment. You can change how you think. You can change how you feel. You can change how you respond. And since you have been handling something with such poise and diplomacy, now something's able to come towards you. And they told me to pick out the words poised and, and diplomatic. You know, you've been very poised and diplomatic. And, you know, you've just been speaking your truth and not realizing how much information you know and how much is really yours. And somebody's wanting to point their name out right now, and there's a specific name that popped in my head. I know that this message is from this person, but they don't want their name being spoken publicly anymore. So we're not going to do that. But just know that you're being taken care of. Done with these. We don't need these. There's a situation that they're going to tell you that's going on right now. They're going to give you the cards of what's in your way that's been blocking you. And they want you to defocus on this, like try to focus out of this, to make this situation fuzzy, and put your focus and zone in on something else. And that's what they're going to give you right now. What you need to focus out of. It's like, oh, they want this on the focus in. Okay. there's something there's something that you're doing right now, like you being creative and you doing something. Somebody's taken your ideas, and there's a little project that somebody wants you to do. And then in a week or so, you have some type of social media platform that you don't get on at all, that someone goes and posts on as you, and you don't know about it. But and there's nothing you need to do regarding this, but it's like somebody's posting as you, but what they're doing is receiving bad karma for that right now. Really bad karma. All right. Well, so you've had some type of ideas, and somebody's been trying to duplicate and replicate what you've been doing. But if you stop doing what you're doing, and you take that information, you take that social media platform down, or you, they want you to quit telling people where you are and where you aren't. Like, I'm not on Facebook. I'm not on here. I'm not on, I'm on here. You can contact me here. They don't want you telling anybody anything like that anymore, because it's being used against you. And somebody has got record of this information for you. So that the drama starter is the one that gets in trouble. It's like they think they're doing something that they're never going to get caught at, but Source is about to open up a can of whoop ass on that ass. Okay? Yeah. This is the classic example of a divination abuser. Somebody who sees you doing something, making money off of it. So they take your ideas, they replicate what you're saying, like verbatim. They tell people what they want to hear and act like they're not going to get caught. They're not, it's like they're not really doing it. Give yourself credit. They want you to know that you are the one receiving something because you've stayed unfazed, because you didn't know about it. This drama starter is receiving bad karma, and it's like what's done in the dark is going to come to the light, and it's like they're getting exposed for what they've done. They've taken a lot of people's money under the false notion that it was you. And all of that money is going to come back to you, plus pain and suffering, plus slandering of your name, tarnation of your reputation, inducing panic. There's all kinds of stuff. So they want you to know, stay unfazed. This is being handled, but there's something happening in the next week where you're going to be closing down some social media platforms. You're not going to be on social media at all. They want you, the only thing they want you doing is taking courses after about a week. They want you doing nothing but taking classes and staying off of social media altogether. Something about a shit starter looking for a fight. I just heard a shit starter looking for a fight. And yeah, drama starter. And they're going to be receiving some bad karma. And in order for things to go your way, possibly in a court situation, or, for things to look like, for you to stay consistent in the energy you've been in already is all you need to do. Stay consistent in that energy, because it's proving somebody else wrong who's been trying to start the drama. So it's like their words are not matching your actions, and that's what's being revealed. Like somebody's saying this about you, like, but it's not going to go well for them. You're going to be closing some social media platforms in the next week or so. And when you do that, whoever's been stealing your ideas, all of a sudden their ideas stop and their channel stops growing, because they don't have any of the information that you're feeding to anybody anymore. All right, masculine energy, they're tapping my right leg. Okay, that is what I have for you. Oh, they want me to give you on what you should be doing. What deck do you want? Okay. They're pointing me to a specific deck. Is this it? I just heard something. They're just saying the artist. So whatever it is, so maybe it's that's something creative that you're doing. I don't know. But I did just heard, read a book. There's something about Archangel Raphael's working closely with you right now. He likes to speak through you more often than you think. When you see him in meditation from now on, in order to know that it's him, they want you to know that you're going to see him with bright green emerald eyes. They don't want you focusing on the hair. He likes to change up his hair color. He's teasing you, but he likes to he wants you to know he likes to change up the hair color. Some days it might be blonde, some days it might be brown, but to know it's him, he wants you to think about bright green emerald eyes. That's how he's going to represent himself to you from now on. So it's him specifically giving you information. There's some type of healing book that you can be working on right now that's going to be beneficial. Writing down things that you've been through is going to be beneficial. After you close your social media platforms, you are going to, after you close your social media platforms, even if it's temporary, maybe you just have to go offline, off grid for a little bit for some protection reasons, so that somebody else can be exposed to show that their ideas are not theirs, because they're taking yours. You have the natural ability to connect with departed loved ones, and that's a gift that you have been doing from the beginning of time and didn't know it. They're saying that you have passed on ancestors and loved ones that have been watching you from birth that you never met because it was so many generations ago, but they're watching a fractal of their energy activate inside of you, and they love it, and they've been watching you all this time. They want you to express your divine feminine energy, embracing its magical intuition and nurturing qualities. You're going to catch a lot more, you're going to attract a lot more of what you want being softer, and they want you to practice this. Like if you need something physical, and I just did it naturally, if you need something physical to help you slow down, they want you to watch the tone of your voice. When you speak softer and slower, people tend to listen to you better than when you're speaking really fast and you're okay. Because then you're saying so much that their brain can't process. So if you like, they want you to know that as you start speaking softer and like lightening up your tone, it's going to naturally help you ease some type of angst inside of you. All of that matters. So when you feel like you're anxious or things are getting out of control, take a pause. I literally just take a pause before something like this happens. Slow down, take a breath, soften your tone, and speak slower. There's something about you needing to learn that natural flow in some harsh situations. There's something, you're going to be a vegetarian, or you are a vegetarian or vegan. They want you to really hit the veggies as much as you can. There's something about you eating frozen veggies would be helpful to you right now, so that the fresh ones don't go bad. And that, you know, the frozen ones are like flash frozen, so they hold more nutrients in them anyway. They're saying they want you to do that. It helps elevate your frequency and boost you into a place where you're very sensitive. And it's like you almost, they don't want you to think you're constantly going to feel like you're having a panic attack, but situations that really aren't that dangerous are going to feel astronomically more dangerous to you, because your energy is sensitive, to keep you away from people that no longer resonate with your frequency. They want you to know that you've been living with integrity in most parts of your life. And the story that they just gave you about softening your tone and softening your words, that is you living in your integrity. But they want you to know you are living in integrity around somebody who is not living in integrity. So they are naturally feeling like a hate vibe towards you, because you're pulling something off that they struggle with. And that's really what's going on. So if they start to nitpick you apart or say things to you to try to get under your skin about things they know you struggle with, or they say something, they give you a buzzword about something that you know a lot about, just know that they are trying to get information out of you that they can use against you in taking your and stealing your ideas. So if they say something to you, don't give them any information about how you navigated an emotion or a feeling. Don't give them any insight to what you have going on. Keep it short, sweet, and simple, playful, but surface level. Don't tell them anything about how well you're doing or anything that's going on, because it's making other people feel inferior, and they're going to have an adult knee-jerk reaction from a wounded child, a wounded inner child, okay? So they need to heal. With Archangel Raphael just came right back out. In order for you to get really good at mediumship and above and beyond that, it's important that you have this vegetarian vegan diet the majority of the time. And yeah, that's what's going to help you heal addictions. Your addictions will naturally go away as you start eating higher vibrational foods. And people don't understand that because they don't eat it long enough for it to make that much of a difference in their system, but it will. It's time to let go of behaviors that are blocking you from your heart's desire. Ask Archangel Raphael to help you with this healing. Ask Archangel Michael to clear away any attachments to fear that stem from past relationships, freeing you from destructive patterns. So that's what's happening. Like the way somebody dealt with fear and uncomfortable situations in a home sector was, there's some bad coping mechanisms that have been healing here. And something about a shift, excuse me, a shift in environment is going to make a difference for someone here. But there's also work to be done before there's a shift in the environment. Stay strong in your temptation is going to test you, and they want you to look at it like this. You may be in a situation right now where you're around people who have addictions while you're healing that addiction, but they want you to look at it like this. If you're somebody who's a medium and you're going to be some type of leader helping people heal in some way, it's a good idea to be able to be exposed to this energy and be around it and know how you're going to have a reaction to it, a knee-jerk reaction to it. So what's going on right now is you are showing that you have the strength to overcome some addiction, and it's like, make something not an addiction anymore. I don't know how to explain it other than that. They want you to know that you're working very closely with Archangel Michael, who's protecting you and guiding you from this situation right here and helping you cut cords to this destructive pattern through the help of Archangel Raphael, who's helped healing family matters and matters of the heart. Integrity. Align your actions so that they match your values and inner knowingness of what's right for you. So when you let go of some type of social media platform, this is going to be easier for you to do. It's going to be easier for you to sit in your integrity and focus your energy on what's right for you and instead of being distracted on what's no longer good for you right now. Okay. It's going to help you open your throat chakra and speak your truth in a loving way. Look, Archangel Michael, you're working very closely with Archangel Michael, who's protecting and guiding you through the situation. I just told you, Michael is helping you step into your goddess energy, or your God energy, if you're masculine and you would like to be called that. And you have a strong gift of mediumship. You bring something to people that no one else can bring, and it's a level, because you have a level of specificity in your channeling of mediumship that you can bring that no one else can bring, because you're able to speak. You are somebody who can be a very clear, open channel to the divine, where family members who want to heal patterns with people who are still stuck here, you were able to do that and speak of that stuff with deep understanding in ways that nobody else can. And it's like you bring so many like very personal details to whatever it is that you do in your mediumship, to people, that lets them know, man, this person's the real deal, because you have spoken so many specific things to somebody about what's, like being valid in whatever it is you do. Now, they told me there's more in here. They like this deck for you because there's a lot of information about your purpose. Ascended Masters, singing and dancing. So, you are going to be in an environment in a very short period of time, August. August is when this starts. Where you're going to be able to sing and dance in a new place. And it's not a place that you think. Powerful, loving, and wise spiritual teachers are watching over and guiding you. Hello, Jesus. What's up? Kuan Yin's right there at the center. We have Krishna. It's like we have all these ascended masters. I don't know how to say the other ones' names. I know of them. I know who they are, but I don't know their names. So I'm just going to leave it there. Express yourself and awaken your psychic senses through the magical power of music and movement. You are receiving a lot of healing. If you find your body naturally starting to flow while you're in the kitchen, or you're doing some type of cleaning or cooking or something, or just like a monotonous type of activity, and you find yourself starting to just sing and dance through it, that is the Ascended Masters letting you know that's how they navigated difficult situations, and it's the best way for you to unlock your psychic abilities. Jesus was a singer. People didn't know that about it. People don't speak about that. That's a private, personal detail that he's actually shared with me just now. He was a very, very good singer, and he attracted a lot of people because of his voice. So it's like his people were enamored with his voice, and that was something that was lost in the Bible, that he wants to bring back. And he's going to do that. He's unlocking that gift in somebody like who thinks that they can't sing and they can't dance. He's unlocking that in them right now. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. It's like you're going to be shutting so many people up. No, you can't. Yes, I can. Yeah, you were a light worker who's come into earth to teach about love and help people understand what true love is. Like, it's almost like you're helping the ascended masters all come together and realize that they all were trying to portray the same damn message and unite people instead of separate through religion. You're able to do something like that. Okay? Parents, vacuum away fear. Parents, if you get nervous, focus on service. They told me this is a private message right here that's going to be posted publicly and someone needs to hear it. Call on Michael and Raphael to lift fear-based energy from you, your surroundings, this situation, and everyone involved. And this situation is regarding parents. The divine truth is that your parents eternally love you to the best of their ability. The angels are helping you heal from any pain associated with your mother or your father. If you get nervous, focus on service. Put your entire intention on answering the question, how can I make the world a better place? And the law of attraction. Source doesn't want you talking about how you can make the world a better place right now. They want you, how can I make my world a better place? You can't go out and help the world if your world's still in shambles, you know? So your world is the focus, and once your world's in a good place, then you'll be able to take that message out and speak it to other people and have them believe you. Something about a parent not believing, something about a child, and they want you to stop trying to help them understand something that they never experienced, because it was your experience, it was no one else's, it's your experience, and nobody, you can't push that on anybody else to try to get them to understand you, to validate you. There's no law there. You don't need to have that inner child validated anymore. You've been validated enough by the ascended masters and your angels and your ancestors. They want you to focus where they've been telling you to focus, and take your focus off what a parent thinks right now, because it doesn't matter what the fuck they think. You need to do what's best for you and not what is best for them. They are going to get their feelings hurt, but you know what? It's like they need to grow up. A parent's trying to take on the child role here at the same time as they want to judge the child who's taking care of them as a parent. You know, it's like a parent. We're going to look at it like this. Here's the parent. Here's the adult child. The parent needed some help from the child, which put the child into a parental role. And the parents decided they wanted to stay in the childlike role, while the child is trying to get out of that role and become a better parent. And this parent over here who's adopted this childlike role is looking at their child as them being aloof and out in the clouds. They're looking at their child from a parental perspective, like you're wasting your time, but they also want this child to take care of them, but they don't want to admit that, and it feels like that pattern happened in your relationships that were romantic as well, and you didn't realize that pattern until now. What? Somebody's been sending you messages that it's like you hear it so much you kind of just push it away, but they don't want you to do that. It's like you keep hearing the same message saying, yeah, you're like, yeah, I keep hearing it, but I ain't seeing it. Well, you're not seeing it because you keep denying the messages. Let the momentum build. Let the messages get blatantly annoying in your face, so that's when that's when it's coming to fruition. When the messages pick up through songs and you hear the same song over and over and over, and you hear that song and you get the message, but you still continue to hear that song, that is somebody letting you know the momentum is picking up. Hi. Did you finally wakey, eggs and bakey? Hi. Huggy? Have a hug? Come here. Mwah. I'll be out there just a second, okay? I'll get you something to drink and snack before breakfast. Okay. Someone is awake. I got all this done before they got awake finally. Woohoo! All right. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace and love.